Hello, welcome to our conversation today. The topic we are discussing today is the six most deadly states in our nation, Nigeria. I made some findings and came to conclusion, and I want to say that these six states were not named alphabetically, maybe by the order of the prominence or prevalence of deaths, but the occurrences and happenings that keep repeating itself day in, day out, one week after another. The high rate of careless deaths, of avoidable deaths, high rate of violence leading to deaths, killing, terrorism, armed robbery, ritualist activities, and so much on unavoidable and unavoidable situation like that has led to loss of lives. So I want to put it this way, that these six states to me are the most deadly, having in them Borno State, Yobe State, Adamawa State. Of course, you will say no surprise. These states that have been overrun by Boko Haram insurgents in the past years, though being reclaimed by our military so far, and we commend their great work, but so far I still believe that these states are not that safe. Then added to River State with its political tensions, whether it is cultism, and rival cult war, whatever that behaves and takes the life of young men and even their families, and much more. We still have in the list Lagos State, a whole lot of things going on robbery, kidnappings, not that prevalent, but the most terrible of these is that day in, day out, people are getting lost in the city of Lagos through the activities of what we call one chance operators that just ride the road and get in passengers, and along the way the passengers are no more to be found. And then the number six state of all is maybe Benue State. I get to as an example, Abia State, Ondo State, and all other states that our federal government has permitted the herdsmen to be terrorizing at their own whims and caprices. So these are the six states that I say are the most deadly in our nation today. And these are our reasons. Borno, like I have earlier mentioned, has been overrun over and over again. Borno, Adamawa and Yobe, and even other some part of Northeast has been overrun by Boko Haram insurgents. These terrorists do mayhem day in, day out. And at times, they attack people of other religion, people of same religion with what they profess to believe in. And even armless, helpless, fleeing populates. People that are running away from them, they still attack them, burn their homes, terminate their lives, and take what belongs to them forcefully. Then the next group, these three states, we understand that most of the activities going on there are terrorist acts. Then, but we must not deny the fact that there are some infractions of human rights abuse, maybe overconfidence on the part of the military men that leads to maybe loss of life, or where situations occur that citizens are caught up between the terrorists and the military forces and lives are lost. So this put these three states among the six most dangerous states in Nigeria. Then I have, like I've mentioned, River State. I don't know whether it is greediness or stupidity, or whether it is just pursuing personal gain at the cost of all others, that has made it a repeated occurrence that whenever there should be any campaign or political program or activity in River State, there must be loss of life, not just one, not just two. The recent re-election and by-election as a result of cancellation of so many House of Assembly seats and Federal House of Rep and Senate seats was nothing to write home about. So many lives lost, some with their family members all wiped out, some burnt up, some their head chopped off. And you begin to wonder, why all this? Do we need to go this far? Maybe to secure a seat, maybe to traumatize or to tell others that we are more deadly and more wicked intended. That puts them at number 4, but I said earlier that these states were not being put alphabetically, but we are stating them as they come. The next is Lagos State, like I've mentioned. You must understand, if you have been around Lagos, that from time to time we keep finding ritualists then in Ogun State, in Kwara State, in Ondo State, and other neighboring cities. This same thing is equally happening in Port Harcourt, and they have their ritualists then in Bayelsa and other outskirts of Port Harcourt. People that will enter taxi, people that will board even tricycle, even Okada, motorcycle, and they will not find them anymore. Some will enter buses, about 20 passengers or 10, and some will, all of them will fell asleep at once. I don't know whether they are hypnotized. I don't know the kind of spiritual manipulation they use, and just take them to another direction, to a different destination, totally different, out of the city, out of the state, where they are all butchered, massacred, and dismembered and sold for whatever intent, for whatever reason. And it's happening every day. People are getting lost. If you have happened to become a victim of just one chance that they robbed you and pushed you out of the vehicle, that's just like child's play to the real deal of ritualist circle operating in this vicinity. They have their dens all around. They keep finding them out, but it's quite unfortunate that our security personnel and our law enforcement agents have not lived up to expectation to checkmate and bring them to a standstill. Every day, people are getting lost. People are missing. People leave for their places of work, for their businesses, and never return. And the next is all the states that are being terrorized by herdsmen, whether in the north or east or west or south or south-south or southeast. I want to group them under one state. These states are every day under terror for a reason they know not, for nothing of their own making, but just because they were blessed, or should we have said cursed, to have a green vegetation in their vicinity. And herdsmen will come in as harmless. Before you know it, they start destroying their farms, their farm produce, raping the women, killing the men, and even go on to carrying out genocide like we witnessed in Agato's case. And I call upon the federal might of the presidency to speak out completely, totally, to condemn all these acts and get to work to put all this to stop. Help save a life today. Inform others. Make sure you know your environment. Join the security forces and law enforcement agents by giving information where necessary. Give information where necessary, and do all that is in your power to make sure that we rid our nation of killers, of destiny thieves, and people that are out to do all that is within their power to make ends meet at the expense of the other people's life. Thank you for joining us today, and I pray that you have a nice time next time you visit. Thank you.